Hello, welcome to Unsolved Gaming Mysteries. I'm your host, Hugh Jazz. Tonight on Unsolved Gaming Mysteries, what started off as a simple multi-tap challenge to see who could pwn the game Chip and Dale's Rescue Ranger playing two-player mode by themselves begot a mystery. A Mr. BenevolentDick, who initiated the challenge, chimes in. I did my run on the 13th of November and I remembered this P item. I think it shows up twice in the game. I never knew what the fuck it did or what it was for, but I figured I might need it, so I grabbed it. But after some missions started coming in, I went to put them in the timeline, and I watched a few of them, and I noticed others questioned the P thing. So, seems no one had any idea what the fuck it was, so, I don't know, I guess it's a fucking mystery, I don't know. So multiple members, when they encountered this strange, mysterious P, all had the same question.
Get that P? P must be good. You're an asshole.
I better get that anyway, I don't know what it does, but... Oh, shit.
I'm not sure what the pea drink does, the power drink. I don't know if it makes your attack stronger or what.
Yeah, I jumped over my guy. So now are the doppelgangers. What the fuck is a pea do? Whatever, ain't got no time to figure that out.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
It's definitely a strange occurrence when multiple gamers, many of which are old school gaming enthusiasts, all have the same question.
I don't know what that did.
It seems at least one of them would have the answer, but this wasn't the case. So much speculation spawned among the players.
Never really figured that out. Of course, renting this game at a video store back in the day, sometimes you got the instruction manual, sometimes you didn't.
The Mr. J. Hicks brings up a good point. I too remember renting games from the video stores. Sometimes they did come with manuals, sometimes they did not. Let's put this to rest by checking the before-mentioned manual, which surely should have some content on the mysterious P. So after consulting this manual and its close relatives, it's made ever more clear that this manual did, in fact, not state anything about the mysterious P. However, this particular copy of the manual was signed by a Mr. Joe Morici, Vice President of Capcom USA at the time. Now, I tried reaching out to Mr. Morici, but he was not available for comment. Now, among other clues in the manual are the game's characters themselves, but my producers have told me for my own safety it'd be wise not to contact any of these characters, as these characters are known felons, perverts, and assholes. Guys like Popper Mouse, whose party favors I'd have to watch for, or Wart, a lizard known to throw his hat at you. There's also a games counselor hotline, available from 8 AM to 5, but I was not able to call them because it has just turned 6. So the only clue left from the manual was to reach out to Capcom USA directly, whose address was conveniently printed on the back of the manual. So I hopped on a plane to Santa Ana, California, but I got more questions than answers. Seems the building has been abandoned, or left, they jumped ship, but I saw that the space was available, so I gave them a call to see if I can get some answers from the realtors. So I talked to a lady on the phone, but ultimately she told me to shut the fuck up, and to stop asking questions, and if I wasn't interested in the space available, piss off. To which I replied, bitch, what the fuck am I gonna do with all this space? So in a last-ditch effort, I headed to the internet, or what was formerly known as the streets, for some answers. Clearly someone would know something here, but seems no one wanted to come forward. But after a long wait of what seemed like no more than mere moments, a one-eye Nexus champ suggested,
Have you tried GameFAQs?
Now I have not heard of GameFAQs, but upon research learned that it used to be known as Game FAQs, which once upon a time stood for Frequently Asked Question. And since this challenge began, it did seem to be the case that this was in fact a frequently asked question.
I don't even know what that...
So clearly this may be the place for answers in regards to the mystery of the P drink. That many multi-tappers and their distinguished guests wasted upwards of over 1.5 seconds of their game time getting during their Chip and Dale runs. So alas, I had come across a walkthrough which had been updated as recently as 2007 by a Mr. ALEX. This caught my eye, being much more recent than the others. Seemed he should have all the answers to the frequently asked question. Seeing the table of contents, I went to stage B, where many first encountered the in-question P. Remember, it's safe to jump on the pot handles and not just the knobs. Dodge the enemies as best as you can until you reach the other side, where you'll find a P item. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but you got it? Well, shit. So in desperation, I tried another FAQ, or FAQ as they're called. So I checked the Mr. Roland X's. He had a chapter entitled Chapter 2, Items. Flowers, stars, one-ups, acorns, flashing acorns, crates, silver boxes, bomb, bottle, potion. Yes, that's what I want. No! What kind of facker are you? so I ever so briefly checked the next fact, but quickly said no thanks. This guy claims Chips and Dale is based off a Disney movie of the same name, when anyone with a dog could tell you it's based off a TV show. He also thinks there's cancer in the game. Now, I played the game and I didn't come across no cancer. His walkthrough is also lazy at best, with such great information like, I thought the library was for reading books. This game holds it of the wrong end of the stick. Out in the wide world, there are several enemies, and here you'll meet a few ones. A wet place with many gaps. It's short but dangerous. A wet place with many gaps to fall in. Watch out, this stage can be frustrating. I don't like this stage, it's just disturbing. Wow. Guess the multi-tappers of the challenge would just have to continue to speculate and theorize about the P for now.
The first time I saw the P in Chip and Dale's, it didn't really bother me that much. I mean, it was a power-up that I didn't know what it did, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. It wasn't until I was really trying to figure it out that my girlfriend mentioned maybe it was a letter just spelling out the names, you know, Chip and Dale. That's why the P was on the left, and there was the gap between the C and that. But I never saw anybody get any other letters. I definitely never saw any finished name.
So there's one more fact which probably has the answers, but it seems this writer has a stick up his ass and a very strict policy in his Chip and Dale fact. It basically stated not to post any info from it, or he will definitely take legal action, and his lawyer is one of the best in Missouri. Now, as Gaming Mysteries is completely fan-funded, this scared us off from showing the content, and the creator could not be reached for comment. But after reading a few paragraphs of his cocky FAQ, I decided fuck him anyway. This guy sounds like an asshole. He states things like, sorry, but I don't feel like hearing about how cute your kitten is. Like, who the fuck is gonna email you, Mr. Chip and Dale fact guy, about his fucking cute kittens? But then he actually goes to say, oh, but kittens are actually cute, Mixed messages. Sounds like a lonely guy. He even included instructions on how to write an email if you didn't know how. Like, seriously, a step-by-step way to write him an email. Is this an FAQ on how to write an email? No, it's an FAQ on Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. If you don't know how to write an email, you probably shouldn't be on the computer looking up an FAQ on Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. In fact, if I didn't know how to write an email like I was some damn email writing virgin, is there really some reason why this guy would think he'd be the first motherfucker someone would ever email in their entire life? And about a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers game for people, huh? Typical human garbage. And apparently he's not smart enough to know a second language. So if you were going to write him in a second language, it's just going to be discarded. But at the same time, he doesn't care what you send. He likes positive enforcement, but if you're under the hater thing, hey, it's all good. He digs that too. Yeah, okay. So it seems we've hit a wall with the mystery of the P. But maybe you can help solve the mystery. We have people on the line here full time. So if you have any information about the P, feel free to give us a call at 552-2554-567. Or you can anonymously send us a letter at... Oh wait, we have a caller on the line. What are we live? What are we on? We're on Twitch, bitch? I don't know what that is. You're on the line.
So at first I thought the P was like for promotion, like maybe you were trying to promote something.
Yeah,
promotion. But I realized playing the game now, it stands for power.
Power?
Yeah, power. So if you want to pick up that tomato or apple or whatever the fuck it is, you know, that one lone single apple in the level that occurs right after you get the P, well, you can pick it up. Now, normally you're sweating, you can't jump as high, you're like a little slower, I think, when you're carrying such a big item. But now with the power of the P, you move and jump around like normal.
Really?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most useless power-ups in NES history, if you ask me. I mean, it's not really necessary for something you usually throw right away anyway, but...
Yeah, that's completely fucking worthless. Well, thanks for the call.
You're welcome. Hi, Mom!
So another gaming mystery is solved. Tune in next time where maybe you can help me solve another gaming mystery. Till then, I'm your host, Mr. Hugh Jazz. Happy gaming. Oh, is that copyright? Game on. Copyright? Till next time. Kinda? No. Till next time.
Okay, so it looks like there's letters that you can pick up. I wasn't even aware of that. I'm not quite sure what I get if I happen to collect all of them, but I caught the last one and the first one.
I don't know what P means.
I don't even know what that means.